Hello guys, in today's video, as you have seen in the title, I want to explain to you guys, after playing Tekken and playing the Mishima, which is a base Mishima, why Kazuya is the worst of all of the Tekken roster, okay? And I have reasons for it. I have my opinions, and my opinion can be different from yours, but I need to know, because they need to fix him, right? The first thing, so let's start with the moves and let's see how you guys can agree or disagree with my opinions, okay? First of all, let's start with the basic 10 frames moves, right? It's 1-1-2, right? 1-1-2. Kazuya is the Mishima which does not have basic 1-1-2 or 10 frame move, which is not punishable. The 10 frame moves Kazuya on block, punishable. This is also punishable. So unlike Jin's 2-4 or Jin's 2-1-4, which is one of the best strings in the game, this shit is punishable. You can't just check your opponent. Jin can check your opponent with some mid strings like 2-1, but Kazuya, you can't mid check your opponent. The mid checks you have, let's state his mid checks, okay? One of his mid checks is this, which is 13 frames. One is this, which is 14 frames. One is this, which is 15 frames. This is very risky. The 15 frame one is very risky because if the opponent is trying a 13 frame or a 10 frame, you're gonna get hit by that. This is also minus. This is -7. You'll have to wait your turn. So let's start with his 12 frame moves. His 12 frame moves, one of the safe moves he has is this, which is a mid. It's -8, but you have to wait for your turn if the opponent blocks it. One of the 12 frame moves which Kazuya has, which is only safe on block, is -8. Another move I'm gonna talk about is this, which is not safe on block. It's -19. You're gonna get fucking launched. His only 30 frame move, which he has, you're gonna get launched. The point I'm trying to make is every move that Kazuya has below 15 frames, most of them are punishable. He doesn't have a lot of safe moves. And that's why he's weak. He's weak as hell. He has bad tracking. A lot of people can sidestep him, and if a person guesses what the Kazuya is gonna do, you're basically gonna get launched and fucked. Let's start with that, okay? When you have in 12 frame, I'll show you this option. This is safe. This is a good move, but this is also on block. This is -10. If you're mid checking your opponent, you're gonna get fucked with this move because it's -10 itself, and when you do this full string, you're gonna get launched. In high rank, when you have to jab check your opponent. You see, these two are jabs, and this is the best jab check of the game, okay? In high rank, people are gonna duck these two jabs, and they have enough time to punish you with this. With the wall rising 2, with the wall rising whatever. They're gonna punish you with this. So, Kazuya has to mid check his opponent, right? For mid checking, he has this option. He has this option because first hit needs to be mid. And this option. Okay, when it comes to these options, when it comes to these options, Kazuya has 3 options, okay? This only hits on counter hit, right? If I turn off counter hit here, this will not hit because it's 22 frames, and if the opponent guesses it right, if it's a Leroy, if it's a Jin, he's gonna I think it's gonna parry it. It's -8. It's the only safe one. right? Another down forward one combination is this. Sorry, this combination. This is good. It's a good string. It's safe on block. It gives you neutral. But the only drawback it has, a lot of players who know the Kazuya matchup will duck this, because you have three options, right? You have this option. Sorry. You have this option. You have this option. And you have this option. We'll come to the last option later. And the two options are both end of both of those strings are high. So a lot of people are gonna duck it. But if you use the string, it's -8, you gotta have to wait for your turn next. Alright? Okay, next of his main moves is this. This is very good moves. It has a little bit of tracking. And but the thing is, in Tekken 7, this move was less than -10, it wasn't punishable. But in this game, it's punishable. You can get punished for using that. It has a bit of tracking, that's the point. But he doesn't have anything in this stage. It's gonna get punished anyway. If you're gonna get to 12 frame string, you also have this one, which is -13. You're gonna get punished for that. It has no tracking. I think it has a little bit of tracking, but you're gonna get punished for this. In Tekken 7, this wasn't punishable. Alright, let's move to the next move. We're gonna do this one. This one is same as Jin's skirt. It launches. Get a good counter. But the thing is, this move is slow. This move is punishable. This move is, if your character has a 30 frame launch, it will punish. Unlike Jin's skirt, which is a 2 frame faster, this is 2 frames slower than Jin's skirt. And it has the same properties as Jin's skirt. It launches on counter hit, gives a good combo. A lot of players cry about this string, but he has this since Tekken 7, and it has a drawback. People don't talk about the drawback. The drawback is this doesn't track. If you sidestep this, you can avoid this. But Jin's skirt, you can't sidestep that. It will track you and it will launch you on counter hit. Let's talk about one of the safe string that Kazuya has. This also, the bad first string. This is a high string. This is also punishable. People will punish this. It's a 11 frame string, but people will punish this. Let's talk about one of his tracking moves. His main move is this. One of his main moves that Kazuya has is this. But it's one of the moves that tracks, but it has a major flaw, and the flaw is that this move is punishable. This will punish everybody who blocks this move. Will give you a 10 frame punish. You cannot outdo him in high ranks. You only need to take a gamble, take a chance for a counter hit to launch, and the fact is that after this you can get a perfect electric, but this is so much hard to do that even the pros, some of the pros can't do it. It's so hard. And you can't get a combo on this. I have to engage for this, otherwise I can't get a combo. I dropped it as usual for Kazuya. Alright, let's talk about one of his main moves, the best launchers in the game, a late electric. You see that? His electric has a bit of a phantom range. It's one of the best launchers in the game. I love it. But his electric this range is so bad. If you have a little bit of, you know, let's say you're here, right? can't launch the opponent farther. Your combo will drop, and this had happened to me countless of times. Another thing I wanna say is, let's say luckily if you do a sidestep, this combo will also drop, and this costed KSK the tournament, right? Because his sidestep tracking, his sidestep pickup is so bad. So bad you can't even imagine. Right, let's talk about one of his strings. Yes, this is almost like it's 20 frames plus the input. Alright, this is a mid. Everybody, let me show you something, right? This hits a grounded opponent, right? As you can see, this hits a grounded opponent, right? Alright. It's the same move, it's the same, like kind of the same animation, but this doesn't hit the grounded opponent. You can't engage your heat after 3 electrics. You have to engage your heat after 2 electrics. Right. So his heat engager is one of the worst in the game. And I'm not even emphasizing on this. It's so bad. Let's talk about one of his another tracking moves. It's crouch dash 3. This is a good move with tracks, but also the drawback, it's -5 on block. You have to wait for your turn next. The opponent's gonna turn, and also it's a safe move. But look at the frames. It's more than 20 frames. The good moves he has is more than 20 frames. So the good moves are, if there's a good opponent, sorry, if there's a good opponent, there's a chance he's gonna do an 11 frame, a 10 frame, or a tick jet to interrupt your string. You know, if you do 4-3, very good string. The only mid launcher Kazuya has in standing state is this 4-4. But it's -3. You have to wait for your turn. It's -3, and you have to do a 50-50 for your opponent. So if the opponent blocks this, you're gonna have to wait for your turn. And this is also 20 frames. Believe me guys, his good moves are greater than 15 frames. He doesn't have a good move which is less than 15 frames, I'm telling you. Because I see a lot of people trying out like 30 frames and 10 frame move which are actually safe. I can't punish them. But for Kazuya, you don't have those moves. Every move, every low frame move, he's gonna get fucking punished for it. Another move, this move is 4-4-2-D. Very good move. 15, more than 15 frame, but the people say they should nerf this. People don't realize that this move is only tracking. If you're gonna throw a demon bro from this range and the opponent sidesteps you, good luck, you're gonna get fucking launched. Because this does not have tracking in normal state. However, if you are in heat, I agree, this has good tracking. This has have good tracking. You can sidestep this on heat. His 4-4-2 is perfectly fine, and on block it's -9, so you also have to wait for your turn next. Wait for your turn when the other player engages in some string, right? Let's talk about his crouch dash. It's one of his good moves. This move, and put the opponent on block, right? This move. This move is +5 on crouch dash, you know. It's a good move, but it's 24 frames plus the crouch dash input, right? So in this state, Kazuya, if you're gonna spam this, good luck spamming this, because this does not track. Any good player will sidestep you on this, sidewalk you, and launch you. any good player would sidestep you and launch you, right? If you're spamming this, a lot of players will do this and do this. But if this gets blocked, you're a hell of a treat because you're gonna get punished for this. Because if the opponent sidesteps you, you're gonna have to put a homing move, right? You're gonna have to predict that the opponent's gonna cap up here, do this, or you're gonna do this. But this can also get sidewalked if the opponent is on your back, because the hell sweep is almost 20 frames with the cross dash. It's a good move, but it's sidesteppable. A lot of people can sidestep this. Alright, let's talk about his... let's go to the wall. Let's talk about his sidestep 3. The sidestep 3 on his wall is absolute dog shit. In some stages, this will not connect. It often changes sides, it doesn't connect. You see that? It changes the sides so bad, and sometimes it doesn't even connect. In some stages, you will drop your combo if you get a sidestep. And this is 23 frames. If the opponent does a lesser frame string, you're gonna get caught into that. You're gonna get fucked into that, right? Alright, let's talk about his downs. One of his downs. You see that? This is very good down. I like this down. But it has a... I don't know what is the coding behind this. Plus 17 can do a 13 frame string after this. They need to fix this because on counter hit you're plus 17, right? You need to be able to do a 13 frame or a 14 frame string after this for some reason. But when you're plus 17, you can't do anything with this. And the only, you know, you have to be reserved while playing this, but that's not what the game desires. The game is not meant to be played like very much reserved. The game is meant to be, you know, you have to check, you have to be a little bit aggressive, but you can be aggressive with Kazuya because he doesn't have anything which will be of very much advantage to you, because you're gonna get punished if you throw out even less frame moves. If you're gonna check the enemy, if you check this, if this gets locked, enemy's gonna punish, enemy's gonna, you know, throw some string. You can't check him again and again. You can't put pressure with Kazuya unless you're gonna do a big 50-50. And Kazuya is the only character in the roster which cannot launch when he blocks the rage art. When the rage art is blocked, the best he can do is this. The best he can do is this. Best he can do is this. He can't launch in Tekken 7. When Kazuya was in rage, his electric was mid, so he had good comeback potential. But in Tekken 7, Tekken 8, he has very bad comeback potential because he doesn't have mid launcher. He doesn't have a good less frame mid launcher. He has a mid launcher, but it's more than 20 frames. It's not less than 20 frames. His good moves are greater than 15 to 16 frame, which are gonna get interrupted if the opponent is doing a less frame move, and his less frame moves are very punishable. His good moves are very punishable. You have a game plan, you only do a 50-50, but if the opponent blocks this, oh, you're in hell of a trade because you're gonna get fucking launched. You can't do good pressure with Kazuya. I think he needs his rage right back from Tekken 7. He needs something mid, something powerful, something with he needs. I'm expecting in next season he gets good tracking moves. He gets some good plus moves. He gets something, because a lot of his moves are so bad. It's 22 frames, man. I mean, can you imagine this shit? All of his good moves, his fucking big frame moves. And his power curses also. Power curses are punishable, fine. I agree on that. He doesn't even have evasion, unlike some characters. He doesn't even have evasion. Good luck. Just playing with this, because you're in for a fucking treat. He needs. I'm expecting he needs something mid. He needs something strong, some good moves, some good tracking moves. I just hope he gets it. Yeah, you can have different opinions than me. It's my own opinion, but I think it's weak as hell. He's weaker than other Mishimas. He's weaker than everyone, man.